am not kidding when I say Darcy is one of my favorite people in the entire world. I can't even talk about you without crying. You know, she's just been a wonderful friend. She will love and care about you and your kids and your family and fight for you if she needs to. She's always been my influence of what type of mom I want to be. Anytime I get to spend with Darcy is good time. It feeds my soul. It makes me happy. Friends at 5 is the best part of my day. One of the best parts of my day every day.
Friends at 5, weeknights on WLTX.
Yes. I love working with you because I love your passion. You have never once come to work without a passion for what we do. It matters to you. Every story matters to you. Every email matters to you. Every viewer call matters to you. It matters.
I know someday there's going to be a cure.
When I sit next to you, even if I'm having a moment where I feel like my purpose is not what it should be in that moment, I can't live below the expectation you've already set.
Friends at 5, weeknights on WLTX.
You heard her. They won a national championship.
I'm still giddy.
They won a national championship, and that is why we are all here today.
In our garnet and black, there are 2 Gamecocks on this desk. We're so excited to say hello and welcome to Friends at 5 today. We told you last week this was the year. We were claiming it. Dawn Staley was going to bring home her 2nd national title for the Gamecocks, and that's exactly what happened.
Let's listen to what the coach had to say.
We asked you, what are you always losing? Is it money? Is it your phone? Is it your chapstick? Is it one of your kids?
I hope it's not one of your kids.
It happens.
It does happen. It does happen.
The squirrely ones.
Right. And the squirrely one is always the quiet one.
Yeah.
Anybody with more than one child knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like you do a head count every 30 seconds. Let's see what some of you are saying. We always lose our reading glasses and scissors, and we have at least 6 pairs of glasses and 10 pairs of scissors. Nice to have you both back.
See,
you were missed. Thank you.
Yes, she was. And here's my thing. I don't know with the name of who this is from, but here's the thing. If the person who took the scissors would just put them back where they belong, this wouldn't be an issue.
In my house, that would be Layla. Put the scissors back,
Layla. Put your scissors back. Now, we asked people for their best selfies. Hey, Moses. Moses comments every day almost on Friends at 5. It is good to see you, sir.
It's nice to have a face with the name. Then
we know
got
Moses.
Miss Lee Brown right here. Oh, you look pretty.
Your eye makeup looks amazing.
And there's Miss Minnie just chilling after grocery store shopping.
I love your glasses. Oh. Bathroom selfie. See, we were making fun of the bathroom selfie, but that looked good. Okay, this is gorgeous. But that's not a selfie. Ashley has car selfie, Darce. Car selfie.
That's a car selfie, and then this is Charlie and Sheila.
That is absolutely amazing. And then, oh, look at that. Oh, who are those girls? Who's those girls?
They're kind of cute.
They're real good at selfies.
Okay, so if you don't like snakes, this next story is not for you. And it's definitely not for you if you live in Manning and you really don't like snakes. And this was not planned. I had this on well before
the snake on purpose.
We even knew this was happening.
Don't even let her lie to you. She matched the snake on purpose.
But
anyway,
it kind of is a who wore it best moment.
You wore it best, duh.
Of course I did.
Okay, this rather large, extremely frightening rattlesnake was killed in Manning, like Darcy said, by a Sumter native who J.R. Barry knows very well. So we asked him to come and tell the story. J.R., what is going on?
I am so glad they had such a wonderful time, and the community just stepped up in such a big way. I mean, they had lunch, he got a tux, he got a haircut, they got a limo, fancy, such a good time.
This is like when you do these stories and you remember, wait, social media can work out really well.
It really does. It connects people in a way we'd never be connected without it. So take the good with the bad. All right, coming up next, we still got to hear from you. What are your dinner pet peeves? Is it the people that are always on the phone? Is it the people who put ketchup on everything? Oh, she doesn't.
I don't.
She doesn't.
I don't.
What is it? Text us that, and also we got to talk about your forecast.
That's coming up after the short break. Good Wednesday evening, and thank you so much for joining us for Friends at 5. I'm Darcy Strickland.
And I'm Andrea Mock. We
didn't plan this. And we know how ridiculous we look right now.
So sorry, y'all.
Sorry about that.
I actually meant to toss to Daniel Bonds, but then I saw what we looked like, and I was like literally distracted.
We asked you, what are you too old to do now? That wasn't really the question. We just asked you, what is more difficult now that you are older? Sybil says, Darcy, Andrea, enjoy you every day. I'm 80. I do quite well.
Yes.
And what I do, just not as fast. Sybil, you sent us a text at
Sybil?
80. You can do anything you want to do.
Sybil, I love you already. Thank you for watching Friends at 5. We love you. Hi, ladies. I am 69, and sleeplessness is my nightly fight. Lou and Elgin. Lou, I am there with you up at night. Not sure why.
Tamika over in Elgin. I'm 44. It's getting harder to drive at night. Yeah.
See?
I know. Me too. Also, any events I attend require at least 1 day of recovery. Just don't invite me, Tamika. That's where I am now. Just don't invite me. I can't do it.
Tamika, I still want to be invited, even if it's going to hurt the next day. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight for Friends at 5. I'm Andrea Mock.
And I'm Darcy Strickland. What you see behind us, drone footage showing the damage caused by a huge tornado that struck Allendale County. It was one of the areas hardest hit by yesterday's storms.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are just now getting a good look at all of this damage. The National Weather Service confirmed 3 tornadoes tore through the Midlands yesterday. All right, did you feel it?
I did. Did you feel it?
Oh, yes, I did. Thanks for joining us today for Friends at 5. I'm Andrea Mock.
And I'm Darcy Strickland. Yes, another earthquake in the Midlands today.
At about 2:45 this afternoon, where were you? And did you hear a loud boom or perhaps feel the shaking? A 3.5 magnitude quake was felt across the area. The epicenter was just east of Elgin once again. There were reports of tremors being felt as far away as Aiken and in Charlotte. The News 19, of course, on your side with team coverage of the weather that's going on in our areas here in Richland County. Like Efren said, we are under a tornado warning until 5:45, especially southeastern Richland County.
We have seen a tremendous amount of rain across much of the Midlands. Efren has been talking about the tornadoes. This video, Rosewood and Gervais Street. We've got video all across Columbia. I believe this is near Dreer High School, the Dunkin' Donuts near Dreer High School.
This is the Dunkin' Donuts, and I used to live right next to this intersection, and it flooded very often. And as you can see there, I would literally always back up and go around because we tell people not to drive through water that is that high. It can be very dangerous, but that is literally right in front of Dreer High School at the intersection of Divine Street and going down Berkeley right there next to the Shandon Methodist Church. We are starting tonight with new details on the arrest of a 13-year-old boy for possessing a loaded gun at the Columbiana Center Mall. News 19 has now learned that after the boy was arrested and taken to the Department of Juvenile Justice, police say he was able to get a gun into the facility. Julia Kaufman joins us in the studio now for the latest.
All right, good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight for Friends at 5. I'm Andrea Mock.
And I'm Darcy Strickland. It is definitely a solemn day for those in Lexington County who are mourning the loss of Officer Drew Barr. An entire community today remembering Drew Barr. Funeral services are set to begin within the next couple of minutes. As you can see, there are a number of people who are gathered there at Batesburg-Leesville High School.
Yes, we are taking a live look now inside as the service is expected to begin. This is his hometown of Batesburg-Leesville. Witness testimony continued today in the trial of a man accused of killing a Sumter 5-year-old girl and her mom.
Dante Johnson is charged with murder in the 2019 deaths of Cherie Bradley, a former girlfriend, and her daughter Nevaeh.
There was a search, of course, as you remember, across the entire state for little Nevaeh after she went missing. She was found in a Richland County landfill. The jury heard more today about what Dante Johnson said after he was taken into custody.
Kaylin Hagwood has more from the Sumter County Courthouse. As we continue to update you on our breaking news today, the shooting over at Orangeburg-Wilkinson High School this afternoon. We first got word of this shooting at dismissal around 4:30 this afternoon. The update within the last 10 minutes is that we now know the students who were shot do not have life-threatening injuries.
Yeah, this is the question that Darcy and I have been asking for the last hour. Very nervous because we did not hear a word on the conditions of the 3 students who we know were shot outside the high school. Again, we want to reiterate this was not an active shooter inside the walls of Orangeburg-Wilkinson. This was an active shooter outside the high school. And authorities said it was somebody who drove by in a car and opened fire on students who were just being dismissed for the day.